Hello, everyone, our loyal fan base. Welcome back to the Global Gaming Podcast, formerly the Dark Souls of Podcast, but that was another time and another era. And we are back today to bring you some of the juicy drama and the juicy news. So let's get right into the news.
That was a bit different than usual.
Yes, I purposely, and before anyone asks, yes, I said news instead of news. Because like anytime the news comes around, I want to kill myself due to how like everything. This reminds me how we live in a desolate world.
It's not a joke if you have to explain it.
Well, I wanted to. Well, I didn't want some asshole saying you said news.
It's fine. Like I would usually wait until after they make the comment and then correct them later.
No, I know, but I'm always scared of some asshole being like, "Oh, Papa G is actually said news, not news," and me being like, "Yes, asshole, that's the fucking joke."
That is the joke.
Yeah. Anyway, should probably talk about news, shouldn't we?
Yeah, that'd be a good idea.
In the news, Wolfenstein 2 has come out recently, and our good old friends at Digital Foundry have done an analysis on it, and it seems to be, for the most part, doing pretty well for the system. As far as I know, it's locked at 30 FPS.
On the Switch, you mean, right?
Yeah, the Switch.
Yeah, on the Nintendo Switch, it's locked. It plays locked at 30 FPS, which, not to be a stickler, I always prefer 60 FPS, but being locked at 30 is still pretty impressive, especially for the Nintendo Switch. And seems like Panic Button did a good job if Digital Foundry is to believe.
Well, if you think about it, the NVIDIA Kepler architecture was designed to be relatively similar to PlayStation 3 in terms of overall power.
It does make sense.
Yeah. So for a handheld device, that's actually pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Of course, me being elitist, I'm always I don't think it would be possible to be in 60 FPS unless they seriously brought down the graphics. So I'm always like,
yeah, and they've already done enough
FPS.
of that already. They've pretty much got rid of screen space reflections. And even
But
then, the worst case scenario is 25 FPS, and that's only during one level.
All seriousness, no, I'm not one of those people who hate 30 FPS. I think 30 FPS is pretty playable, in my personal opinion, at least.
There's no way I could play Breath of the Wild or Final Fantasy X if I didn't like 30 FPS.
Yeah. But, anyway, all serious aside, it looks like Panic Button is really building a reputation as the studio that's doing pretty well-done ports. It'd be interesting to see if they ever try to make one of their older gamers, either one of their own games or something at one point. You know what I mean?
Like what?
Be from the ground up. You know what I mean? Instead of just a port.
Well, I wonder if that would really help their reputation. They've made I think
it wouldn't
3
be the
games
first time
so far.
Nintendo has had a history of having games of the same title, but vastly different in terms of overall style, due to the way that the consoles were.
Yeah. And I think HAL Laboratories and stuff, which is a first-party developer at Nintendo, actually started out by just porting a bunch of titles for Nintendo way back in the day.
Oh.
No.
Yeah, I think right now. How many games has Panic Button ported again? It's 3, I think I can think of.
Let's see, Doom, Wolfenstein 2...
Rocket League.
Yeah, Rocket League, yeah, and I could have sworn there's at least one other one, but I don't know. At least 3, maybe 4. So...
That's not bad.
Yeah. Your schedule.
I think this will be a good gauntlet for them to run through to see how well they can really do. Because Wolfenstein, I haven't played the games myself, but I've seen them and they look pretty intense graphically.
Yeah. I haven't played the second one. I played the first one, and it's pretty good for the most part.
Yeah. So I'd say what is the next step for Panic Button? Get the Arkham games onto the Switch if they could.
The next step, let me think, would be getting. If I was Capcom, I'd maybe get them to do Resident Evil 7 instead of doing the weird what do you call it?
That
cloud gaming thing they're doing. Yeah, the power of the cloud, right?
Yeah, clouds are not solid. Stop the cloud power thing. It's not a solid foundation to build off of.
Power of the cloud, as Yahtzee would say. Or any of you seen that review where Yahtzee decides to play a game like what is it? Like more like Oblivion? Like once every while, like, when the planets align, I get hit by cosmic rays and decide to play an RPG. Not a JRPG, but mind you, it's just cosmic radiation, not the infinite power of Christ.
Well, no, he's played The World Ends With You before, so I guess it could make him play a JRPG.
Well, like he said in this Persona 5 review, like he said in one review, like he liked Persona 5, and offhandedly in another review, he said, I don't really like JRPGs unless they're called Persona 5. So there's that.
Yeah.
So never know. Yeah, Yassi's a weird guy, weird one. But yeah, I haven't seen his Oblivion. I'll have to look that one up. I'm sorry. I'm simultaneously playing a game while doing this podcast, and I'm trying to remember where certain keys are because I'm a dumbass. Let's see. Where is the return button?
That's why I use a controller. It's Fallout New Vegas.
I'm being a dumbass, but this is really important. Where the hell is the return button? The tab, caps lock, shift, alt. Jesus Christ, I can't find the freaking
It's usually by the arrow keys.
Let's see, shift. There we go. Control. Wait, no, that wasn't what I was looking for. Whatever. I'll just do this. There we go. Fixed it. Anyway, you can cut that out if you want, or you can leave it in. Depends on what you feel like.
Hey, I'll only cut out something that's truly embarrassing, Papa G. Don't worry.
If that was the case, you'd have to cut out the entire podcast.
If everything was embarrassing, Papa G, you wouldn't do this podcast.
How do you know? I'm doing it because I have pity for you. And your shitty channel. How do you know I don't hate you?
If the whole podcast was embarrassing to you, then that would make you a masochist.
Yes, it would.
Then again, I'm a sadist, so that means we're a perfect match, wouldn't it, Papa G?
Yeah, seriously though, no, I do love doing this podcast with you guys. I'm trying to think, what else has been in the news recently?
A little bit because that might be too loud.
What else has been going in the news recently? There's Telltale might be going out of business soon because they're in a rough shape right now.
Yeah, 25% of their workforce had to be taken out. That's never good.
Yeah.
Just
fire them? Why'd they have to kill them?
Well, taking out can mean multiple.
Please line up along this wall.
Now I have this image of a bunch of Telltale employees.
Well, no, you can choose to be killed here, or you can choose to be killed in this area. Your choice. Your choice matters.
Now I have
the truly sadistic. We have the gas chambers.
I'm imagining some Telltale employees being lined up with bags over their head, ISIS style, and a bunch of AK-47s, and some guys with AK-47s just gunning them down in a very gruesome way.
Right.
Oh, good. Yeah. Telltale Games is related to the Abu Sayyaf. Conspiracy confirmed.
Telltale did nothing wrong except for everything, and this thing, and other stuff probably. I don't know. I haven't played one of their games in a while.
They would probably say they ripped off Quantic Dream.
I guess Quantic Dream technically came first, but it's like...
No, Telltale Games did not rip off Quantic Dream. Telltale Games ripped off fanfiction.
Oh, Bazinga. Razinger. Hot burn. You're gonna need some water for that burn. In all seriousness, though, that is kind of like what it is in a nutshell, sort of glorified fan fiction when you think about it. Because it's like take a story that's technically already complete and add a bunch of filler or other bullshit to it.
That doesn't matter because your choices don't matter.
Yeah.
But, Telltale Games is then what's going to happen to the oh shit, what's it called? I forgot the name. I forgot the name of the game. Borderlands.
What about Borderlands?
I just, for some reason, the idea of Borderlands came to my head, and I've been wondering what happened to that franchise.
Well, owned by Gearbox. Telltale did do like a Borderlands
maybe it just wasn't that good
ish thing. Telltale did do a Borderlands thing, and I think Borderlands 3 is in development.
Hard to make it a good one. I didn't mean to kill the pacing there.
No, that's all right. Well, what else was I saying? Oh yeah. What was I saying? Okay,
oh no, we've lost our place.
I'm sorry. I'm like my brain's going a million places at once. You need to stop playing the game for a minute. Okay. We were talking about Telltale Games. That's right. Are there any Telltale games you guys unironically like?
Well, define unironically.
Unironically means
I was actually playing Telltale Games' Borderlands series on my Samsung phone. It, believe it or not, for a mobile game, it actually looked pretty darn good.
Not too surprised. I would imagine. I mean, like due to their art style and the way of the games, I can imagine too much would slow it down. But anyway, as for Telltale games I actually like, I kind of like The Wolf Among Us. Season 1 of Walking Dead was kind of decent, I guess. Other than that, meh.
That's the first Batman game they did was pretty good.
Yeah.
Especially the part where you break into Falcone's club.
You mean the Enemy Within? Because I played the demo for that one. I actually liked it.
Yeah.
I played the first two episodes, thought it was like alright, but like I kind of stopped just because I was like I got the feeling that no matter what I did, Harvey Dent would still stay like that, and I made it better with myself. I'm like
Harvey Dent becomes Two-Face regardless of what you do. Yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's drugged. It's not the fact that his face gets screwed up. He gets drugged. That's what happens.
But anyway, good luck, Telltale.
Yeah. And either way, he's going to betray you and burn your house down, or at least try to, so let the fucker die. Or get his face burned. Either way. Well, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, either he burns your house down, or he tries to.
Here's a cool idea. If Telltale Games doesn't die out completely, I would love to see a story arc where we get to see Harvey Dent's judge side.
Ooh.
His judge persona.
That would be interesting.
From the 90s. Anyone remember that from the 90s cartoons?
Yeah. It's been... The thing is, I only have vague memories of the Batman cartoons, so I only watched a little bit of it, and I only remember, like, the most generalist stuff in the cartoons, so I'm gonna need to, like, rewatch it to really remember, like, things like that. Feel embarrassed.
In one of the episodes, I guess Harvey Dent... It's out that Harvey Dent actually has more than two personas.
Okay. Oh yeah, now I think I vaguely remember that. Yeah, I very vaguely remember that. It would be interesting to see. It's interesting because I did some I didn't play the other season or really the rest of Batman Beyond episode 2, but I did some research. Apparently, you can make the Joker be like a vigilante. But like a fucked up vigilante who's does more bad than good, and you can be his friend or whatnot. And apparently, one of the endings you can get for season 2 is Bruce visiting the Joker in the asylum or whatnot. So I'm kind of wondering if they do make more Batman games after that, will they develop further on that friendship, or are they just gonna be oh no, they end up becoming enemies no matter what because your choices don't matter? Probably the latter.
Well, I would hope they'd become enemies at some point. That would mess up the entire dynamic.
In the hands of the right writers, I think there could be a really good dynamic going on there. But again,
Unless you're gonna do what the White Knight comic did, and you try to make Joker the good guy.
But like, apparently, what happens is like depending on your actions, depending on how you treat the Joker in season 2, like if you're a dick to him, he'll like become a bad guy and like be a villain. But like, if not, then he'll just be like a destructive vigilante and whatnot. Who like does more harm than good, but he does it in the name of justice. And whatnot.
Well, he has a twisted sense of justice. That's the thing, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what else is going on in the news? What else could we talk about to
Did we talk about Shenmue 3 yet?
No, we didn't talk about Shenmue 3.
Is there any news? Is there any news related to Shenmue 3?
It's coming to PC apparently.
Yeah, and
I thought that was already known.
Yeah, it might have been. But like,
okay,
either way, I remember there was some news about Shenmue 3, but I forgot to check it. Yeah, I know, very professional of me. But
Yeah, but what about this? What about the news about Sony taking a knee and finally giving to Fortnite?
Have they done that?
I was watching the Stone Fox Media video, and they said, and I guess there's an article saying that they might actually allow Fortnite only, but Fortnite play compatible.
I think
on PlayStation 4.
I think that would be a very smart move on Sony's end, especially considering how angry a lot of people are. And it would also make certain people, PlayStation fanboys in the community look really stupid, right?
A lot of videos saying who's the more skilled gamers, PlayStation or Xbox? You know.
Well, how do you tell?
Yeah.
If they can't play
only
together.
one way to find out. Yeah, only one way to find out, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have to have Sony enable crossplay, or else no one will know.
So it is kind of fucked up though that PS4 players, they don't have to pay to play the game, whereas Xbox players, they still need Xbox Live Gold in order to play.
That's also
that is
pretty
terrible.
Screwed up.
Microsoft and Sony are both terrible in their own way.
Hey, everyone's. The great thing about the world is.
What game company? Show me one game company that isn't a monkey's paw. Okay.
Yeah, I mean even Nintendo, they've copyrighted me for using Breath of the Wild footage in my podcast.
Bunch of.
Yeah, and that was the podcast where the game stopped working, and I switched to something else too.
Maybe that's why. They're like, we can't let people see that our game stopped working.
Yeah, really, seriously, Nintendo. I mean, come on, Nintendo. People are already modding the hell out of your game. Just embrace the PC.
Fix your skills in this game immediately, DolphinVi. We will report you for defamation.
Yeah. Wow, you're a racist, Inquisitor. I am offended and triggered by that. You should feel ashamed.
No shame whatsoever.
Okay. I don't really feel much shame either.
Because it was... Because it's a lighthearted joke, and anyone who can't take it as such, well, that's too bad.
Yeah. So, what do we talk about? Should have planned more topics ahead. I was hoping something would come up and we just get distracted by that, but that hasn't happened yet.
Well, we can talk about how bad Papa G is at Fallout New Vegas.
I'm not too bad at it.
Let's pick one of the tens of thousands of videos Crap Gamers made that talk about big news or big announcements. And,
do you want us to be here all year? Is that what you want?
And find which one is actually real.
Yeah, literally every day for I had to stop watching his channel because not watching his channel. I had to stop looking at his channel because for a while I was just looking at his channel to see if he would do anything clickbaity or
That's basically
weird.
his entire
and,
channel.
I had to stop because Yeah, but I had to stop, especially because literally all it was like big news for Xbox One X. Xbox One X players won't believe this, or blah blah blah, like over and over again. And I'm like, wow, the Xbox One X must be really fucking amazing if it's getting amazing shit every other fucking day.
And then even sometimes he just posts outright fake news. Like, Sony loses an exclusive to the Xbox! It was Nier Automata he was talking about. And there was always tons of comments like, dude, you know Nier Automata was never a PS4 exclusive, right?
Yes. That's why I find it like really, like it's really weird. And like when it was first, the funny thing is when it was first going to PC, she was acting like he said the exact same thing, that Sony lost an exclusive to PC or whatnot.
So that, you know, Crash Bandicoot finally went multi-platform. Months earlier, so JTech's like, this will never go to Xbox. And now it's. And then I posted a picture on Twitter of me holding the Xbox copy at the store.
Oh,
that is wonderful.
yeah,
the funny thing is,
the gift that keeps giving in some ways, isn't he?
I was hoping to avoid talking about JTech due to our. I was hoping to avoid about JTech about involving recent shenanigans, but fuck it, we'll talk about JTech. One funny thing is, on a recent podcast, JTech actually said that a lot of people were fooled into thinking I was being serious. I was actually trolling, and a lot of people fell for the troll. He actually said that, but I'm like, it's like my problem with that is that there's also many other games that you said that and have had the exact same effect. Like the problem is that when it was first announced, he didn't say right away that, oh, it was trolling. He was like, well, you guys won this. You lost an exclusive and stuff. Like, he was acting all dejected and defeated.
Yeah,
actually, you want to see something really funny? Just post the audio for that video that I posted recently.
I believe everything the PC community says. I take it very seriously. I can never win this.
No, like, you know, he said, like, I take everything the PC community says very seriously.
Yeah.
And then, like, I watched one of his other videos, and this guy had the audacity to, the picture of this. You guys probably saw it already, but he's holding a copy of Game Informer, and he autographed the cover, thinking that it's going to be worth something.
Yeah, you muttered that. I got autographed cover. You muttered going to be worth something one day. And I'm like, you know what, JTech, if you're listening to this, and you probably are, given the fact how you've been stalking our Discord, or DolphinVi's Discord server for the last couple days, I will personally buy that Game Informer's issue from you for no more and no less than $2. I'm being dead serious right now. I will buy that $2.
I wouldn't even spend money on it. I would just use it to wipe my ass.
Well, I will use it, and what I'll do is, if JTech, if you agree to this deal of me giving you $2 for it, I will personally record a video of me lighting a fire and like playing some sort of like really fitting song to it or whatnot. But the offer is open, JTech. Alright, but it's up to you to decide. But anyway, my question is why was, in that video JTech made, where he was saying he took the PC gaming community seriously, like, what was he complaining about, the lie that was being spread, like that some PlayStation 4s weren't working or something, or
apparently he thought that there was a rumor that PS4s require internet to play DVDs. What he doesn't understand is that they're talking about when you first get a brand new PS4 and you boot it up, you actually need to activate it online before you can do media playback.
Okay.
He thinks they're talking about some sort of error code that prevents you from being able to play DVDs. And honestly, I think the guy's just full of shit.
Well, either way, should we have JTech on as a guest next week?
You really want to
try that? I mean, I'm not really want.
Wait, can we wait until I actually have a chemotherapy machine beside us before we start?
Yes, it's like I don't really want to do it, but it would make for good entertainment, and people.
Well, do you really want to reward his debate begging, though?
Yeah, fair enough. Like JTech, I don't know. Like JTech, I don't know what it is with you, but you've been really begging a lot recently. You've been like begging me, you've been begging Dolphin, you've been begging Inquisitor.
You've been begging for debates.
You've been begging for any single person in our server to like debate us. Even just like debate me. I mean, it's because like we proved our tactics, and it's like it would be nice to put our tactics on test on you, but it's like
Okay,
longer
then Papa G, here's me proving my tactics. How would it benefit me in any way to actually debate JTech TV?
Yeah, it wouldn't really
What would I lose if I did not debate him?
We didn't lose anything, but what we would gain, we have everything to gain and nothing to lose from it. Because what we have to gain is the views people will inevitably see. Because JTech
what we have to lose is our very valuable time.
Fair enough.
Yes, that we could be using just talking about video games and other news topics every week.
Yeah.
Enjoy our games.
Yeah. Anyway, I guess like let me try to think. Either way, one thing I found funny about to continue bashing on JTech TV since that's what we're talking about right now. One funny thing happened several weeks ago, like when Ferntonga I think was talking about how Yakuza 0 is coming to PC, he was looking forward to it, and JTech TV posted like a picture of the game on PlayStation Store, and it like said $17.99 and stuff with like the PlayStation Plus subscription, and he did that like I think as to brag. When you think about it, it's like it's kind of making him look even dumber because it's like you get to play $17.99 plus the money you have to pay for PlayStation Plus and whatnot. Meanwhile,
yeah, no kidding.
Meanwhile, Yakuza 0 is going to come out and it's going to be like 4K. It's possible to play it at 4K with uncapped frame rates and whatnot. So it's like it plays pretty well on PS4 at solid 60 FPS. But it's like uncapped frame rates are going to be sweet.
True.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What's been on? So, what has been anything else you guys like want to talk about, or should we end it early?
I don't know.
I went to EB Games today. See, earlier last month, was told that to wait until the 30th to come in, and they should have my copy of Warhammer Inquisitor, which is a game I pre-ordered for PS4.
Oh.
I walk in today, which is the 1st, and then they're like, "Yeah, come back on the 30th." I'm like, "That's what you guys told me last month." He's like, "Yeah, it might be later. We don't know when it's coming in."
Yeah.
You guys were like swearing up and down that you might get might get your copies in on the 30th. What the fuck? Charge of EB Games mailing system. Get your shit together.
That sounds annoying. That reminds me of my sister was gonna get me Cuphead at one point, and she got a digital, and like she apparently got physical for me, but it just never arrived. Like, to this day, we don't know what happened. It just never arrived. It got lost in the mail somewhere. Maybe someone else got it. But so I just ended up just getting it digitally. But to this day, I'm like, what the heck could have happened to that physical Cuphead game?
Oh, for all we know, the driver sat on it.
Maybe. Or maybe he stole it. Oh, I know one new other thing I could talk about. I do not own a VR headset. But my sister's boyfriend does.
VR headsets today. I was actually looking at VR headsets today at EB Games, and if I get it refurbished, I could probably get it for $279 or something like that.
Ooh, not bad. But anyway, I actually got a chance to try out the VR headset at my sister's boyfriend's, and so like it feels cool. I'm now part of the future, virtual reality, and all that good stuff. All seriousness, it was pretty interesting. Like, this word gets thrown around a lot to the point where it's like kind of a buzzword at this point, but it was like really was immersive. Like, to the point where like I sort of like was doing things that like I almost like fell because like there was a table in the VR thing and I started to lean down on it, so I had to stop myself because I realized, wait, there's not actually a table there. That's funny. However, it does feel kind of gimmicky and stuff, and like doesn't really feel like a must own right now. So, but like it is definitely fun.
Well, I think Dreams is supposed to be heavily integrated with VR, isn't it?
Dream.
Releases.
Oh, that game. I don't know. Is it? I don't know.
That is one of the games I'm definitely looking forward to, though, is Dreams.
Yeah, sounds like an interesting game.
Kind of like it's kind of like Little Big Planet, but more like you're an artist and the world is a canvas kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I can definitely see how that's appealing. Definitely. What's some? I sent a message. Let me check it. You see, was it? Okay, no, it wasn't JTech. I wanted to send a message because I just thought if it was JTech, that'd be hilarious.
How would he have
But it
your
wasn't.
contact info unless you've given it to him?
I haven't given him my contact info. I already given my.
You might as well give your credit card number to Nigerian scammers.
Yeah.
Why? Where did that come from? What are you talking about?
Your shit on Twitter and then say check out this idiot, and then you send a bunch of his goons after you.
Did he actually do that, or are they saying that's what he's gonna do?
He's done that to people before.
Yeah,
for sure.
Wouldn't surprise. Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. Well, let me think. What other things can we talk about? Oh yeah. So if you were to get the VR headsets in one game for free, what would it be, DolphinVi?
The VR headset in one game for free. I could use it on. Guess maybe I'd try the Batman Arkham VR game. I haven't played that one yet.
I probably just play. I just play Elite Dangerous with the VR headset.
Probably gonna get some cringe because like it's probably a popular thing to hate on nowadays. But like, I'd probably get the Rick and Morty game.
Why would you be hated on for that?
No, just because like since season 3, like because of the I don't know if you know the stupid meme where it's like Rick and Morty. Like to be fair, Rick and Morty is jokes require very high IQ or whatnot. You know that meme? Ever since that meme, there's a lot of people been like Rick and Morty fans or whatnot. So I'm just like preemptively defending myself always, but like. Yeah, I play a little bit, like, from what I've seen of the Rick and Morty VR game, seems pretty fun.
Hating some.
Kinda. See, what's one crazy thing in the Rick and Morty VR game is in the VR game, you can play another VR game. Like, as you're playing a character who's playing a VR game. Isn't that crazy?
Mm-hmm.
That's like 6 levels of meta.
Turn that off. No, like I'm just kind of worried about what's going to happen to dating sims with VR and how crazy that.
Let's save that for another podcast. I don't think we're ready to talk about that yet. Nothing
but good things could come from that. What are you guys talking about? Nothing but
I'm sure that's all well. I'm sure you're thinking that's all well and good until your mom walks in on you.
And who's to say my mom was working on me? I'll do it. I'll do it in my super secret dank dungeon that no one knows about. That's surrounded by the other slave girls that I have. That make them. That I also. What?
Fine.
Oh, like, thank goodness you stopped me because I was about to get even darker. I was going to say I make them call me daddy.
Ooh.
Yeah. I did nothing wrong. You can't judge me. I am just saying what you all wish you guys had the balls to say. But you guys are too much of pussies to say.
He says a lot of edgy shit, people. Don't take him too seriously.
I need to be taken more seriously.
Yeah, it's especially awkward when you consider what's going on my screen right now.
What are you doing on your? What's going on your screen right now?
Well, it's Castlevania, and I'm draining some innocent people's blood.
Well, I know what's the edgiest statement I ever heard from like a Let's Play or whatnot.
Oh, I got the kid
edgiest
too.
thing, like,
Wow, got the whole family there.
like the edge. That's look. You want to know what the edgiest thing?
What are you playing?
Lords of Shadow 2.
Which Castlevania?
That one.
Okay, so you could go after families now.
That
Well, I know
does
what's the
happen.
edgiest thing I've ever. Well, I know what's the edgiest thing I've ever heard, just in like any video ever.
What?
It was like in some I can't remember what channel it was from, but it was some Let's Play, and these guys are just saying like edgy shit for the sake of being edgy. And one guy said that, you know, in my opinion, like he's being vague on purpose, saying in World War II, like there are certain people who had some pretty good ideas, and I feel like they could have gone further, but like I feel like just some people ruined it for everyone, you know. That's probably the edgiest thing I've ever heard.
Mm-hmm.
We must find and destroy the acolytes before they can.
Some people who just didn't go far enough in World War II. Who'd have thought?
Yeah.
Oh wait,
And some
this
people-
isn't going to be another debate where I have to justify Hitler did objective good for the world, is it? Wait, I'm on to you, Platypus. I know your game.
I mean, of course, Hitler did objective good for the world. I mean, oh god, can I go that
stabilize
far?
Germany's economy, but I don't know about the rest of the world.
So what you're saying, DolphinVi, what you're saying is Hitler had some good ideas. Is that right?
No, I'm saying his actions did some good, whether we'll have to admit it or not.
Oh, so, like his actions.
Yes.
Okay.
It's more like the result of his actions. As a result of his actions, things happened.
As a result of his actions, we have less mouse.
Not by
in the
any
world.
will, not by any will or intent of his own.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yes.
So, like in other words, because of his actions, we have less mouse to feed in the world.
Sick fuck.
Hey, I'm taking DolphinVi's words, not mine. I'm just interpreting them for
Yeah.
him.
If only we'd learned the lesson we should have learned, which is socialism is a bad idea, but no, apparently we've got to keep relearning that lesson, Venezuela.
Socialism only because true socialism and true communism hasn't been tried yet. Like, you see, capitalism is the real problem. Like, I mean, come on, guys. You gotta... Okay, I don't know where I was going. I was trying to be edgy and be all like, yo, dude, socialism is cool and capitalism
Open
is
my eyes
shit,
and say this again.
Oh dear.
All I'm saying is Joseph Stalin had some good ideas. He just didn't go far enough. He didn't kill enough people. What he should have done is killed more people and kept all the money to himself more.
And this is
And he
why
already-
DolphinVi can't have nice things, because of demonetization comments like this.
Well, he doesn't make any money on his videos anyway, so let him come, right? Although if he ever does get ads, they'll probably ruin it for him.
Yeah.
You can always
Well-
edit it out if you want.
I can always get it back. In fact, we might have to start soon because my controller has stopped working.
That
Oops.
sucks.
Yeah. And the damn little podcast. Now I'm stuck on. You can now check your travel book. Press back to open it. But I don't have any control. What must I do? Okay.
Wait,
well,
Alucard
I'll see
has
if I can.
Dracula has a travel book?
This one does. Nope.
Maybe I should. Maybe I should just do a Let's Play channel, but in it I just say I react in the most edgiest of ways, like saying, like, man, if like I can get a child dead in the first act of this game, then this game's a winner. Like, maybe I should just do a channel about that.
Maybe.
Hey, the Detroit Become Human. All you gotta do is
Yeah.
all you gotta do is fail to stop that deviant and have her fall over with the.
Yeah,
There you go.
that's an automatic 10 out of 10. If you can get a kid dead within the first, 10, 15 minutes of the game. And man, and in fact, you can technically get 2 children killed within the first act. The game's like, the game loves killing children.
Okay, we continue from here. Yeah. I'll replace it with other footage later. We'll still have a background.
I don't know what I'm saying. I am sorry. It's just I don't know what to talk about. So when I talk about, I just say whatever comes off my head. And it just happened tonight that it was edgy shit.
Yeah. Well, it was edgy when there was a family getting killed by a vampire, so why not?
Oh, my problem.
Games right now. I'm
Yeah,
just.
no.
Damn it, Rick! Shut up.
It was almost like playing Hayden Christian. I killed them, and the women, and the children too. Oops.
That's more like playing. No, it's more like playing Hatred, where it's just like this guy who's acting like, yeah, I hate society, fuck everything and stuff, when really he's just like a
Sorry,
sour.
but that main character from Hatred looks like every goth weeaboo you ever see crossing the street and crying because he has kids throwing rocks at him and
Yeah, he's awkward, that guy.
That is awkward. I like to imagine like the real reason he decided to go on a killing spree and fuck all of humanity was because someone made fun of his dreadlocks or something.
That could be it.
Yeah.
We can only imagine, because he keeps saying that his reason and his name are not important.
Speaking of debates, sorry, this is going back a little further in
That's
the
okay.
in the recording, but did you guys see Ryan's debate with JTech?
No, I haven't. I'll be sure to look into it.
Apparently Ryan was just ripping him a new one, and then JTech just sort of leaves the chat spontaneously partway near the end.
Was this in his most recent video, or what video? Like, can you link me to this later?
Yeah, Ryan. Are you familiar with Ryan the Professional?
I'll look him up right now.
Yeah, I'm actually subbed to the guy, and I donate to his Patreon.
I gotta see this later, at least. Ryan the Professional. There we go. Okay, I'll be sure to watch it later.
A lot better than Fertanga's debate, because Fertanga was just a complete mess.
But yeah, even Fertanga admits the debate was kind of shit. Like, he made an update video of it.
It was shit because he wasn't ready for the way JTech.
Yeah, he expected a debate very different from what he got, and he just steamrolled him.
And he opened.
That was that he has no idea how JTech operates, and because of that, he wasn't ready for the mindfuckery that was going to be. I'm not saying JTech mindfucked him of his own free will. I'm just saying that he's that stupid.
What video?
TV is a really assertive guy, and Fertengo is just an accommodator. That's the problem.
What's the name of the video that Ryan the Professional debates JTech in? Do you know what it's called, or should I just scroll through them?
It's just one of his most recent ones where he. Yeah.
Gotcha. Was it the one made on the 28th? Never mind. I'll find it.
Yeah, you'll find it. It's.
Okay, stop that.
I'm looking on Twitter and I'm finding some mouse pads from JList.com, and if anyone knows JList.com, they know that some of these mouse pads are heart.
Oh.
Well, why do you say that? Do they like have pornographic images on them? Okay. I'll be sure to keep that in mind in the future.
Sure you will.
Yep.
Yes.
Papa G will definitely keep that in mind.
Papa G will remember that.
It won't affect the story in any way, but it will remember him.
But I will remember it. It won't really affect anything. In fact, you won't really be able to tell the difference, but I will remember.
Mm-hmm. Yep, you can be an absolute dick to everyone. The story will still reach the same result.
One day I'll have to play. One day I'm gonna have to play a Telltale game, but like just use the silence option every opportunity just to see what happens and see how awkward it gets.
I actually tried that too. It's funny how some of the characters react.
I can imagine, like, they treat you like
there's only very few cutscenes where you'll actually fail. I think die. That was the Batman one. If you didn't do anything.
Yeah. I think I need to go soon because I do need to do a little bit of studying for a test on Tuesday. So should we wrap up here?
Yeah. Okay. We can wrap up here.
Mm-hmm.
So you ready to do the outro?
Sorry for the weird podcast this week, but I hope you guys got some form of enjoyment out of it. We promise we'll be more. We swear we'll be more organized next week. But I think it was still fun, and hopefully you guys had fun.
Mm-hmm.
Talk to you guys later. Bye. Have a good night. See ya.
Peace out.
See ya.